If you can't sit through this video, you're not just losing time, you're losing control over your life. Not money broke, but attention broke. And in today's world, that's even worse. Because the most valuable currency isn't dollars, crypto, or gold. It's attention. Your focus is the most powerful thing you own. And yet you're giving it away for free every single day to people who are profiting off your distraction. The question is, who's getting rich off your lack of focus? And how much is it costing you? Let's be real. Most people today can't focus for more than a few seconds. They check their phones 100 times a day. They can't sit through a full conversation without reaching for a screen. They start something important, but before they can finish, they're already scrolling, clicking, checking, swiping. And here's the scary part. It's not your fault. It's by design. Big companies aren't just fighting for your money anymore. They're fighting for your mind. Your attention is what drives their profits, and they've spent billions engineering ways to keep you hooked. Every app you use, every notification you get, every recommended video or post you see, it's not random. It's a system designed to hijack your brain. And it's working. Scientists have proven that social media and digital platforms trigger the same brain chemicals as drugs and gambling. Every like, every notification, every dopamine hit keeps you coming back for more. And before you know it, hours have passed, and you've accomplished nothing. The worst part? You don't even notice it happening. When was the last time you read a book without checking your phone? When was the last time you worked on something important without distractions? If you can't remember, that's a problem. Because every moment you lose to distraction is a moment you never get back. And if you don't take control of your attention, someone else will. Losing your focus isn't just an inconvenience. It's a death sentence for your potential. If you can't focus, you can't learn. If you can't learn, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you stay stuck while the world moves forward without you. This is why you struggle to finish things, why you feel like you never get anything done. You're constantly jumping from one thing to another, but never actually making progress. And while you're distracted, someone else is winning. Because here's the truth. The people who control their focus, they win. The most successful people in the world, the ones who build businesses, innovate, and create real change, guard their attention like their life depends on it. Do you think Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Warren Buffett spend hours scrolling through TikTok? No. They understand one thing. Your focus is your future. If you can't sit still and work on something for even an hour, how do you expect to achieve anything? If you can't read without getting distracted, how do you expect to grow? This is what separates winners from losers. Winners focus. Losers get distracted. So which one are you? If you've realized by now that your attention span is broken, don't worry, it's not permanent. But fixing it requires action. Here's how you take back control. 1. Delete the distractions. You don't need 100 notifications a day pulling you away from what actually matters. Turn them off. Better yet, delete the apps that are stealing your time. If you can't bring yourself to delete them, set app limits. 2. Train your focus. Your brain is like a muscle. If you've been feeding it junk, quick dopamine hits from social media and constant multitasking, it's weak. Start training it. Read for 30 minutes without checking your phone. Work on something important for an hour without distractions. Meditate or just sit still and do nothing. At first, it'll feel impossible. But if you push through, your ability to focus will get stronger. 3. Control your content diet. What you consume shapes your brain. If all you watch is mindless entertainment, your brain gets used to short bursts of easy dopamine. Instead, feed it things that challenge you. Read books. Watch long-form content that makes you think. Learn something useful. Your brain is always adapting. make sure it's adapting in your favor. 4. Get comfortable with boredom. People today can't handle being bored. The second they feel unstimulated, they reach for their phones. But boredom is where creativity happens. When was the last time you let yourself just think? Being bored forces your brain to work in new ways. That's when breakthroughs happen. That's when deep thinking happens. Let yourself be bored. 5. Stop multitasking. Multitasking is a lie. Every time you switch tasks, your brain takes time to refocus. If you're constantly bouncing between apps, conversations, and work, you're training your brain to be scattered. Instead, work on one thing at a time. Focus is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You still have some control over your attention, but now comes the real test. Close this video, put your phone down, and don't touch it for the next 30 minutes. No scrolling, no checking notifications, just sit with your thoughts. Can you do it? Or are you already reaching for your next dopamine hit?